Well, hello, and welcome to another edition of Disaster Hack. It's nice of you to join us today. Let's proceed. In this edition, we're going to discuss several things related to mutual aid. Of course, we're not going to dive into a lot of detail. These videos are just meant to provide an introduction to the topic at hand. Our goals for today include understanding the need for mutual aid, recognizing the different types of mutual aid, identifying who could assist you, considering legal and financial concerns, and exploring the applicability of mutual aid to other functions. When a disaster occurs, you are going to be presented with many problems that need to be addressed quickly. Chances are you won't be able to deal with everything by yourself. Mutual aid may be required to perform a variety of functions. There are basically two types of mutual aid. First, there's mutual aid that occurs at the local level between jurisdictions. So one fire department or police department is helping another. Second, there are interstate mutual aid agreements. Now, we don't often think of USAR, DMATs, or DMORTs as being examples of interstate mutual aid, but in reality, they really are. Of course, the most well-known emergency management mutual aid agreement across states is EMAC, the Emergency Management Assistance Compact. This is operated by NEMA, the National Emergency Management Association. One of the important things to do is identify who could help you in time of a disaster. For instance, you could obtain help from a nearby jurisdiction. Dallas and Fort Worth could help one another. Alternatively, you could seek help from those at a distance. Obviously, in the first scenario, it's a lot quicker to get aid from one nearby jurisdiction. However, the second approach may be needed in a catastrophic event because all local resources will be tied up. Another possibility is to get help from non-government sources. Interestingly, after Hurricane Sandy, even Antifa was assisting in the relief efforts. Regardless of who is or who could be a mutual aid partner, you may want to create mutual aid agreements with them. Be sure to address liability and financial concerns. There have been cases where a firefighter has died in mutual aid and engines have been destroyed. Who's going to pay for these costs? Another idea to keep in mind is that mutual aid can apply to a variety of functions. Normally, when we're talking about mutual aid, we're considering the interactions of police, fire, and EMS across multiple jurisdictions. But mutual aid could also apply to other functions, ranging from damage assessment, volunteer management, donations management, and even pandemic response. To conclude, let's reiterate that you will be overwhelmed in a disaster. After all, that's the nature of these type of events. Local and interstate mutual aid can help you, but it's important that you determine who could assist you before an event occurs. You can create agreements in advance to resolve legal and financial concerns, and make sure you're considering mutual aid for other functions as well. If you're seeking further information, here are some great articles to consider. There is also some wonderful research on the Emergency Management Assistance Compact. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Best regards.